What's going on, guys? My name's Josh, and I'm back today with another movie review. We got a new Predator movie that just hit Hulu. Now, before we get started, if you could please like this video and subscribe to the channel, you better watch out because it's time to get this video started. Let's go. So the new Predator movie, Prey, just recently hit Hulu, and this film is directed by Dan Trachtenberg, and the film stars Amber Midthunder as our main character, Naru, Dakota Beavers as Tabe, and the plot of this movie is the origin story of the Predator in the world of the Comanche Nation 300 years ago. Naru, a skilled female warrior, fights to protect her tribe against one of the first highly evolved predators to land on Earth. So going into the movie, I'm a huge Predator fan. I love the original. The Predator definitely scared me a lot as a kid, and I've loved a lot of the sequels. It's been a few years since we got a Predator movie. The last Predator movie that came out wasn't that good, but I definitely was excited that, it was announced that we're going to get a new Predator movie on Hulu, a streaming movie, and I definitely was open to it. But the thing I guess I was most excited about for this movie is the plot. So one, the fact that, we're getting a Predator movie, with pretty much the Native Americans fighting the Predator, I thought was awesome. First of all, I'm Native American, so just that, storyline of, seeing the Native Americans kind of taking on the Predator, I definitely was all in. So what did I think about this movie? I have to say, I absolutely love this Predator movie, Prey. I thought they did a really good job. I feel like it was a solid sequel. We haven't had the last movie that came out, I did not like. So I definitely enjoyed this one a lot more. And yeah, I think it was a pretty solid movie, especially for a streaming movie. I felt like, first of all, there's a ton of action. So when I think of, Predator, I definitely see, the Predator with crazy kills and definitely, a ton of action. And this did not disappoint. There's definitely a lot of really cool scenes in this. I feel like we got to see a Predator fight a bear. Definitely, we got to see the Predator do some, crazy kills. I have to say, I love the Predator's look in this movie. So the Predator is more of a primitive Predator with more primitive technology. And I like seeing kind of the differences as we're used to like more of the Predator now that has a lot more technology, but seeing this Predator with, not as advanced technology, I thought was really cool. And there definitely was some really cool fight scenes in this movie. So yes, I thought the Predator looked great. And definitely, some great kills. Now, one thing I will say though that I probably love the most about this movie is I love that this movie is from the Native Americans' perspective. Me being Native, it definitely brought out my Native pride. And first of all, Natives are definitely badass. They're definitely used to be like badass warriors, and I feel like this movie really captured that spirit. There's definitely lots of Native badass moments facing off against a Predator. Now, even though the Natives were good fighters, the Predator is still the Predator. So we definitely see the Predator kill a lot of Natives, but we definitely see the Natives, kind of put up a fight. And I thought that was really cool, seeing the Natives fight the Predator. And especially I feel like the scene where the Natives first run into the Predator and kind of take him on, I thought was really cool. And they really were trying to fight back, even though, it's the Predator. So he's going to get you in the end. I still thought, they put up a good fight, and I thought that was really cool. Also, I feel like our main character, Naru, she also had some really cool action scenes, not only fighting against the Predator, but there was a scene where, she's fighting against some of the settlers, and I was like, wow, there's a lot of action in this, and she did a really good job. And then, I also liked her, fight scene with the Predator in the final act, and I just feel like she did a great job, and definitely she had a lot of great action scenes. Also, Tabe, her brother in the film, I thought he had a lot of really cool action scenes. One thing that I really liked is, so the story is about the Comanche people, and the Comanches were known to, be horse riders. So when they would fight, they would be fighting on horses. And there's a scene where, Tabe's facing off against the Predator, but he's fighting the Predator on a horse. And I thought that was just really true to, the Comanche people, seeing, Tabe, he was a horse fighter fighting against the Predator. So I thought they did that really, really well. And the thing I thought was really cool, this is probably my favorite thing about this film, is, So one, you can watch this on Hulu on English if you want, but they also have a Comanche version. So if you want to watch, Prey in the Comanche language, you can with English subtitles. I thought that was really cool. If you're going to tell a native story, I just think it's so cool that, you offer the original language. So you can watch this movie and listen to it in the Comanche language. I just thought it was beautiful. I love that they did that. But yeah, overall, I feel like this movie was just really, I had a lot of fun with this. Overall, I had a really good time with Prey. I feel like for a streaming movie, they really knocked it out of the park. And yeah, I just loved everything about it. I loved the scenery, where it was shot at, and I just overall had a really good time. And I would say for sequels, this was definitely a solid sequel that I really enjoyed. Now, what didn't I like about, Prey? I would say I'm not going to be too nitpicky. I feel like for a streaming movie, like I said, they really did knock it out of the park. But, there's always, for me, the original is always going to be the best. I feel like with Prey, while I did enjoy it, one thing that I think it's missing that the original movie has is the original movie was scary. You were definitely scared of the Predator, and it just was some very intense scenes and definitely scary, where I feel like Prey, while I enjoyed it, I was never scared. I was never really scared for the main character. I just feel like for them to make a truly, sequel of the Predator movie, the original, and they want to make it to the same level, you gotta make the movie scary, and you gotta be scared of the Predator. But I just feel like I never really was, scared like I was in the original movie. So that was one thing that I would say. And some of the, plot line doesn't always totally make sense in this movie. But like I would say, like the settlers kind of show up towards the third act, and they're hunting the Predator as well, and it's like, how do you know about the Predator? It just really wasn't explained well. But overall, that's just being nitpicky. Overall, I really did have a really good time with Prey. But what did you guys think? Did you watch Prey? Are you a Predator fan? Are you hoping we get more Predator movies after this? Please leave your comments below, and thank you as always so much for watching.